Everybody, welcome back to Wicked Good Sports. This is Power Play, and we're joined, as always, by Chris Uminski. Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Brian. How are you?
Doing quite well. Excited to talk a little bit of hockey. It's good to break up all the football talk, which has been the main thing on the channel of late. But what is happening in the hockey world?
So, what's going on in the NHL right now? It's just rumors. There's all kinds of things going around right now.
All right, so what would you say is the biggest rumor? I mean, we're a Bruins show, of course. You're in a Bruins sweatshirt, you get Bruins stuff. I tried to be as Bruins as I could for today.
Got a couple of new additions to my
I know, I
background.
love that.
Put my blog, my cereal on the shelf. I got a little Chara thing right there too.
I love it. Well, at some point, maybe if you have an extra one, we can do a review of what the Marsh Munch tastes like and how that is. But yeah, what rumors we got for the Boston Bruins going on right now?
So the biggest rumor going on with the Boston Bruins, and this is one of those things that I've been trying to ignore, trying to just bury in the back of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Hear no evil, see no evil. And that is about David Pastrnak. And he is going into a contract year.
Yes. So, this rumor, not the best from the article you sent. Was that earlier today? Was that yesterday? I don't know. Every day blends together. Yeah, but what is happening with David Pastrnak?
So, there's a lot of rumors, and they don't seem to be unfounded, that he isn't happy right now. And I don't know exactly what those factors may be. But like there are some people saying like, oh, like he's unhappy with the Bruins. He wants to go and win somewhere else. Going into a contract year, like I said too. So his future with the Bruins after this season is up in the air.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I guess, was there something that started this? Has this been brewing for a while, or is this kind of like a surprising development?
It's kind of been brewing for a little bit. I mean, I follow all the NHL social media, all of that, and there people saying like, oh yeah, like David Pastrnak is going into his contract year. Does he want to go someplace else? Like, is he going to win a Stanley Cup with the Bruins? Does he want to go someplace where it might be easier to do that? And training camps actually started this week for the Bruins, and David Pastrnak has either not been there or has been a very small presence on the ice. I guess he hasn't been talking to his former teammates. Who was it? David Krejci tried to get in contact with him. They were buddies from the Czech Republic.
Right, of course.
And I guess he's getting ghosted.
So this is not great, to be sure.
Yeah. If he leaves, I will cry.
Yeah. So I mean, in your opinion, you talked a lot about him potentially wanting to win a Stanley Cup, that being more his motivation right now. Is there anything the Bruins can do to smooth this over? Or do you think they're kind of, in his eyes, not ready to compete for a Stanley Cup?
Well, the Bruins are in a weird spot right now, where they're definitely still good enough to be like a playoff team, but there's a lot of question is can they take it to the next level and try to make a run at the cup itself? And I think there's still a lot of work to be done to get up there, especially with getting used to the new coach is a big one. And I'm wondering if maybe since Pasta has at least one more year with us, I wonder how it's going to be with the new coach, and maybe if he can turn them around. I'm always saying it. We need help in the blue line. And just there's a lot of pieces that need to be there for the Bruins to make a run at a cup.
Right. And then I guess in the other way, say he doesn't show up, he doesn't really want to participate. Do you think it's realistic that he could be traded?
I think so. like David Pastrnak is a lot of times put into the same conversation as guys like Connor McDavid, Sidney Crosby. They're all sort of that same class. Nathan McKinnon, but and so he has a lot of value there, and he's still relatively young. I think he's our age, if not like a year younger.
Hey, I mean, it feels good to hear young, because I've been feeling quite old lately. But under 30, around 30, that's kind of where he's at right now.
So he's sort of like he's hitting his prime right now, and it's no secret he's one of the best players on the ice. He's got a lot of value. If we were to trade him, I would expect to get I would expect there to be a high price for him.
Right.
Which could long term be worth it.
That would just suck to see him get traded.
Yeah, it would make, like I said, I'll cry.
Right. Well, right now, if you had to give a way too early prediction, do you see him getting traded this season?
I don't see him getting traded this season, but maybe if they can't extend him, I would like them to try to trade him in the next offseason. Do like what like Matthew Tkachuk did, where pick what team you want to get traded to, sign the extension with the Bruins for whatever that amount is, and then trade him.
Yeah, classic.
We cannot lose a guy like him for nothing.
No, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, so I guess anything else on that story, or do you want to move on to another one?
On David Pastrnak, nah.
All right, so from Pastrnak to...
So there's another rumor that's sort of floating around, and I think this one has some teeth. This one,
okay,
like I think 90% this is going to happen, and that is that it looks like PK Subban might leave the NHL.
All right. So, how do you feel about this?
So, I say it all the time. I have very weird mixed emotions about PK Subban. I've hated him since he was on the Canadiens.
Of course.
I never really respected his playing style. He's what I like to call a flopper. And this isn't really I don't think this is a sport that you can get away with flopping.
No, I would say probably the least of the four major sports would be this sport is not into that.
This is not soccer.
Yeah. Listen, I like soccer, but yeah, men's soccer especially is really just filled with flopping.
But he's still an incredibly good player. He's always been one of the top defensemen in the league. And he's been an incredibly important person for the league too, where he's a Black Canadian, and he's helping to expand who hockey can be marketed to, and who can get more kids to play from different backgrounds. And so I didn't respect his playing style, but as a person himself, I love PK Subban. He's fantastic. I would love to see him in a broadcasting role. Since ESPN started their hockey coverage, he every now and then will go on with Stephen A. Smith, and he'll educate Stephen A. about hockey just in general.
Yeah, listen, ESPN, you were working Stephen A. too hard. You cannot expect him to know everything about every sport. It's not fair.
Yeah, no, that's what PK is for. So I would love to see PK get like a show of his own, like a Stephen A. sort of type thing.
Right.
But talking about the NHL, talking about international hockey, things like that. Or I just love to see him in the broadcast booth. Put him next to like Ray Ferraro and put him next to guys like that, and he would be a fantastic analyst. I think he knows the sport in backwards and forwards and can talk about it really well.
Yeah. So you think that could potentially be the next move here?
I think so. I think there's like a 9 out of 10 chance that that's going to happen.
Yeah. So we'll keep our eye on that. I mean, he's played forever. Like
he's played for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember he was on the Canadiens 8 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, more than that, I think. When I was in high school, I remember him being on the Canadians, and that was, as we covered in the last part of this, that was a while
Right.
ago. Oh man, so yeah, hopefully ESPN will listen to you, take your advice.
We already know he's not going back to New Jersey. New Jersey told him, like, yeah, you're not going to be on the team next year.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it, of course, and report any updates we have on that. Anything else you want to touch on?
Nope. I think that's going to do it. Season's coming up. One more month until we have regular season NHL hockey. Camps are starting up. So anything interesting happens, I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, that October window, and it's like every sport happening at the same time, should be very busy on this. So we're happy to have you to be able to break all the NHL news down for us. All right, Chris, where can they find you online?
Best place to find me is on Twitter, Chris_Uminski. I'm always tweeting hockey stuff, hockey news, hockey memes.
Yes. And yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at the Fake Me Bar. That's BMA. Our channel is on Twitter at Wicked Sport or WG Everything, Instagram Wicked Everything, Twitch at twitch.tv/Wicked Good Everything, and on TikTok, search Wicked Sports, search Wicked Everything. Chris, do you want to plug your TikTok?
Yeah, so my TikTok, and there's gonna be more content coming soon. I've got a couple of things in the works.
Mm-hmm.
And that's at Chris Uminski.
Yes, so go follow him there as well. Chris, thank you so much for your time.
All right, thank you.
We'll see you all in the next one.